Every new year starts with new financial resolutions, which are made on the first day of January and broken on the second. I'm sure this year also you have planned a lot of things for the new year. So here I am going to talk about in this video about the top 5 financial priorities which you must have for the year 2020. So check out this full video. Hi guys, CA Rachana Ranade here and I welcome you all to my New Year lecture series. Wow, there's no such lecture series, but this was the first time I said this in 2020. In this lecture, we are going to talk about top 5 things, top 5 financial priorities which must be there on your cards for the year 2020. Make a promise to yourself that you will definitely follow it through a full heart and make yourself a successful and a disciplined financial investor. The very first thumb rule is strictly follow the rule of 50-30-20. I've already talked about this rule in one of my previous videos when I said that 50% of your income should go for your normal spending, 30% of your income can go for luxuries. So basically 50% is for necessities, 30% is for luxuries, and last 20% which remains should be for your savings. If you want to be a good disciplined financial person, then ideally this 20% should not be the balance, but it should be 100 minus 20 first, and then the balance 80 should get converted as 50% necessities, 30% of your luxuries. Number 2, which is very important, is you have to set smart goals. Important point here is that first you have to set smart goals and then you have to make investments according to the goals. There are many people who first invest without knowing their goals. How would that be correct? It is just like sitting in a rickshaw and telling the rickshawala that bhaiya chalo kahin pe jana hai. The rickshawala asks you, madam, where do you have to go? And I answer that first you just carry on the rickshaw, just drive the rickshaw, then we'll decide where we have to go. That's not done. First you have to decide your destination and then you decide the path. Similarly, first you decide the goal, the destination, and then you decide the path, which is your investment vehicle, right? So very important, your goal is to be decided first, investment later. How should your goal be? It should be a SMART goal. S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for achievable, R stands for realistic, and T stands for time bound. So it's very important that you know all these types of goals, all these types of elements of goals, and then you move accordingly. Number 3 comes up is retirement planning. Earlier you start, better it is. But if you have not planned for your retirement till date, then it is very important that you start as soon as possible. Just remember, it's better late than never. For retirement planning, you should ensure that whatever money you are spending per month at this point of time, that money plus the inflation which will happen, that total amount you should have at the end of your retirement and which should satisfy your needs till you're on this planet Earth. So if you have to retire peacefully, start early, invest wisely, and then retire peacefully. One of the good long-term investment vehicles for retirement could be PPF, Public Provident Fund. If you're working somewhere as a salaried employee, I'm sure your employer deducts something known as PF, Provident Fund, from your salary. But a person like me, poor person like me, I don't get even 1 rupee of salary. So there's no employer who gives an employer contribution. He doesn't deduct even 1 rupee as an employee contribution from my side. So kya batao? Anyways, so I have to look for my own retirement. So what I've done is I have taken an account, I've started an account basically, which is known as a PPF, Public Provident Fund. The latest rate of return for PPF is 7.9%. Please remember that the rate of return keeps on changing quarterly. But this is like way too higher than any FDs which are applicable right now. And a very important thing is that this interest is tax-free. PPF in itself is a very big subject. So just let me know in the comment section if you want a separate video on PPF as well. Very important point is managing your credit card bills. You know, whenever, especially we girls, we go out on a shopping spree, it's very difficult to control our minds. I hope every girl watching this video will definitely understand what I'm saying. And even if you're not a girl, I'm sure if you're married or if you have a girlfriend, then you know how dangerous it can be taking her out for shopping. Your credit card limit can just get exhausted just like that, right? But it's very important that you keep a control on your expenses. It's very important that you pay off these bills on time, because even a one single delay in payment of your credit card bill will lead to a disaster. They'll charge you almost like 2,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees of penalty for late payment. So be sure you know your due date of credit card payment very well. set a reminder for that. If you are not in a position to pay the bills on a specific reminder or whatever, then there's obviously a facility of auto debit for that. So ensure that you have that much money in your saving bank account and then set an auto debit reminder. What had happened once with me is that I generally don't put, I had not put an auto debit reminder for auto debit facility, I can say, for my credit card. And I was traveling. Where I had gone, there was very poor internet connectivity. So till I came back to my hometown, Pune, there was a delay of 1 day, and that bank charged me like 2,000 bucks. And that hurts a lot. So that was the day I learned that I should be giving us standing instructions known as auto debit facility. One more very important feature of a credit card, and which you must remember, is that don't exhaust your credit card limit to the fullest extent. Just an example, if I have 50,000 rupees credit limit on my credit card, I should not be going as close as like 48,000, 49,000, or even just exhaust the limit. That will reduce your CIBIL score. CIBIL, CIBIL score is very important if you want to take a loan in future. If your CIBIL score is poor, you will not be in a position to get a loan very comfortably. Again, one video suggestion, if you require from your side, do let me know if you want to know more in detail about CIBIL score. I'm sure that everyone has understood till now what are the most important points. You should save, you should spend wisely, you should invest wisely, you should manage your loans very wisely, but everything will go waste. Nothing of your planning will work if you're not insured properly. In India, insurance is seen as a headache. The moment you get any phone call from any insurance company, you will say like, hello, I can't hear you properly. And you will not give a proper weightage for the insurance. You will always feel that these guys are calling only to bother you and do only advertisement and nothing else. Possible, but just ask yourself if you are insured properly or not. One of the insurance plans which is not that much promoted, but slowly and steadily awareness about such type of insurance is becoming higher and higher, that is known as a term insurance. Term insurance is a type of insurance wherein you pay the amount of premium, and if you don't die in that period, it's good that if you don't die, but if you don't die in that period, then that premium will be gone. You will not get it back. So a traditional insurance plan will be something like this. You pay money. If you're not dead in that time span, you'll get back that money along with some returns. Indian mentality says that your insurance policy must be giving you good returns. That is not a good way of financial planning. Insurance should be a pure insurance. It should help you to protect you against unforeseen losses. Insurance should not be primarily seen as an investment option. So be sure that you at least have one term plan. Term plans can be as cheap as like 6,000 rupees premium for a 1 crore rupees of your sum insured. So that's like a very cheap premium. So if you have not insured yourself, try to make a resolution that you will get your insurance done properly through whichever company. I'm not promoting any specific type of insurance company. I'm just telling you from the bottom of my heart, ensure that you are well insured before the completion of 2020. Just take that as a very, very, very important New Year resolution. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this top 5 financial priorities video. I plan to make a separate series wherein I will be talking about top 5 finance related aspects in different fields. Okay, so in this video I talked about top 5 financial priorities as far as the New Year resolution was concerned. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Do make it a point, like you should not fall into the category of making the resolution on first and breaking it on second. Don't do that. Try to ensure that you are doing it properly and you are following your resolution till the 31st of December 2020. If you have enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. Consider even sharing it with your friends. Hit a like if you have really liked the video. That's it from my side. Jai Hind. Bye-bye.